now it gets us to the very interesting part of the session, table topics. So, any guesses like what this session relates to in financial terms? Emergency fund. It was 10th of August. I came to Medley. It was 10th of August. I came to Medley as a guest for the second time. I was not aware that I'm waiting for my jingle bells moment. I was called to speak about jingle bells. That was the topic. So I was not prepared for it. I don't know what to speak. In life, we will come across such situations. One thing which will save us from all such situations is like the words we prepare from the dictionary and make it every day. The emergency corpus, what we create for ourselves to have those rainy days pass away, is one of the important financial aspects. One simple advice I have learned in the last 10 years is always, irrespective of 2008 boom, wherein people losing job or whatever it comes, we need to have a fund sufficient to survive for 6 months. That is the least minimum amount of fund what we require. With that, we will get into the interesting session. And to conduct this, we have our TT master for the day is DTM Sundaraman sir, Sundaraman Chintamani sir. He is our past president and a lifelong learner. He has completed his diploma in chemical technology and started working since 1982. One thing inspired me about him is he has not stopped there. He has done his chemical engineering between 1986 and 90. MS in technological operations between 91 and 93. Finally, pursuing PhD in oil and gas. Now, what an inspiration. Without further ado, let me call upon DTM Sundaraman Chintamani sir. One very interesting thing I learned from DTM sir is when I asked about financial planning, he said like I'll invest in myself, not in any other.
Thank you, TM. Toastmasters and guests today. I'm happy and privileged to be here at the Table Topic Master. So as some of you are aware, Table Topic session is a session where we have to speak impromptu. I will be calling one of you and I give a topic and you have to speak for a minimum of 1 to 2.5 minutes. And before getting into the session, I want to share some information. Statistics of Medley Toastmasters Club reveal that for the last 1 year, on an average, 12 people are called here for table topic session. And invariably, on an average, 3.5 Toastmasters they get qualified for the time. Right? The rest of them got disqualified because they are unable to speak for 1 minute. Today, I will ensure that no one is going to get disqualified. Second thing is, eye contact is a very, very important aspect for any speaker, but whenever I come here as a table topic master, I find it difficult to maintain eye contact because many people, they put their heads down right, to avoid eye contact. Today I will ensure that people maintain eye contact with me. And today the topic will be slightly different. I will not call someone and I give a topic. I will read out the topic, and whoever is interested, whoever is not spoken here as a prepared speaker or played a role as any of the other roles, they can opt for and they can raise their hand. I will pick one of them. Right. Second thing here, whenever they come here and given a topic, they have to speak minimum of 1 minute, that is 60 seconds. They are unable to speak for 60 seconds. I am not going to leave them. I will ensure that they are here. And I request the audience to help them out with the additional input. Only after 60 seconds they will be allowed to go. So at the end of the meeting, no one will be disqualified and you can vote for any of the tabletop speakers. Right? Shall we start the game?
Yes.
Right. So since the topic is, the theme of the day is related to finance, I want to at least ensure that one topic is related to that theme. Rest of the other topics will be different subjects. Right. So listen carefully, and whoever is not a speaker or a role player, you can raise your hand and randomly I will pick one of you. The first topic is, my wallet is like onion. Opening it makes me cry. My wallet is like onion. Opening it makes me cry. Any takers?
No eye contact.
Any takers? Otherwise, I have a cheat. You want the EVT? Yeah. Sit down.
it's an onion. Every time I open it, I cry. Now, the first thing that comes to your mind is at the beginning of the month, you get your salary. These days in ATMs and not in your wallets. So anyway, let's assume you still get your salary in your wallet. You open it and keep peeling out all the money. And maybe by the first 15 days of the month, you start crying because it's all over. But that is one story. I mean, in my case, what happens is I use my card all the time. So I go swipe it everywhere and get these chits, customer slips everywhere. So I put it all inside. And at the end of the month, I'm peeling out all these things. I'm making a budget and comparing everything, making sure that everything I spent is there and there's nothing in my account which is something I have not spent. So that whole process of comparing everything, that makes me cry. That's it.
No, 30 seconds, not go.
Okay.
Just say the Raman.
5 more seconds.
No, you show the green card.
Right. So shall we move on to the next topic? Never laugh at your spouse's choices. You are one of them. Never laugh at your spouse's choices, and you are one of them.
What a novel topic.
Time is running out. Toastmaster Jay.
Religion.
For the benefit of the audience, can I request the DTM to repeat the topic, please?
Never laugh at your spouse's choices. You are one of them.
The word spouse. I would say the synonym of spouse is revenge. When you tell somebody, they will obey you. But the same thing, if you tell your spouse, you are made sure that they never obey you. Today I was in a very awful mood, and also I was suffering from migraine. I was feeling so sorry that I refused my VP of taking the grammarian role today. In spite of all these, when the request is made to your spouse that not to be invited on the stage, I know that I will be invited. But I appreciate the integrity of my spouse in particular, because this is about spouse, that I can swear that I did not even know what the topics that he has chosen for today. So that is the integrity of DTM Sundaraman, and that's why he stands out. Why I say all this, it's all because he was my choice. So I have to say this in spite of all his policy. Thank you.
Next topic. Never share your problem with anyone. 20% of them don't care. The remaining 80% are happy about it. Never share your problem with anyone. 20% of them don't care. And the remaining 80% are happy about it.
Particularly when they are spouse.
Ramesh.
Myself, Ramesh. Okay. First of all, the topic is never share your problems with anyone. 20% of them don't care. 80% of them laugh at you.
Happy about it.
Happy about it. Okay. Yeah. This I think typically applies to many of us, especially the people who attend the campus interviews, and I'm one of them. So during my campus interviews time, obviously, we try to be more professional, which is not the case with typical engineers in campuses. But still, you have to pretend like you're a professional. So first slot, I would say, the people who got placed will be very few percent, whereas the remaining big percent of the people, they return sad or in a bad mood. But the same day night, there will be party at the hostel, and obviously the sponsors will be the guys who got job offers. And then we start putting up our problems. I tried that, I attended all the exams, questions, still I could not able to get through, it is only 1 mark. So these kind of things happens typically. But then the people around you, they behave in a way that, they try to convince no problem, tomorrow your day will come. But actually what they think, in fact I also one of the, tomorrow I should get job offers before this guy gets job. I mean, it's not like they don't like us, we're all friends, but there is how difficult, that psychology is. So, yeah, that's where I'm trying to correlate this. I don't know if I really understood it. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
So the next topic would be, a good wife always forgives her husband when she is wrong. A good wife always forgives her husband when she is wrong. Any takers?
You should be again JD.
Distinguished Toastmaster Guru Prasad.
Act as if you are
Table topic master of the day, fellow Toastmasters friends. First of all, apologies for my roadside attire.
We are recording.
I'm extremely sorry because of some reason I had to come all the way suddenly to the meeting. And of course, unlike my wife, I think you will be forgiving me for what I'm doing here today, though it is my own mistake and not your own mistakes. I strongly feel that he had chosen this topic for himself, and by mistake he handed over to his mentee because he had already punished his wife. The next in line is his mentee. He will be in, and I'm very, very glad that my wife had quit Toastmasters a couple of years ago, and she's not present in today's meeting. I'm free to give out whatever I feel about this topic. The wife always.
The next topic, if you obey all the rules, you miss half of the fun. If you obey all the rules, you miss half of the fun. Any takers? Toastmaster Devraj.
If you obey the rules, you miss a lot of fun. What's the rules here?
taboo.
Taboo topics. What comes formula? That's a taboo. So there are a lot of protocols is there. We have to follow all the things, but just a 26, 30-year age guy, how follow these things? Wherever go, there is lot of rules everywhere. Even in an IT company, I have to go straight and take left, and then I have to sit. I don't have to stand anywhere. Such kind of rules everywhere. So, I never break any protocols, any rules. Even I go to Goa twice, thrice, I don't know why I went. Even I went to Pondicherry, everywhere. Still my mom asked, do you drink? No, I said. No, sir. So, don't break the protocols or any rules. Just like our India, you just hide it. Otherwise, there are a lot of loopholes maybe in our laws. Right, sir? Yes. So, with the loopholes, you can just do something. Like, you have to go to flight and then grab some large amount of money and then you can pay. Treasurer.
The next topic, simple topic. I am not excellent, but I am happy. I am not excellent, but I am happy. Guest Shai Shankar.
Good afternoon, gentle ladies and gentlemen.
table topic assigned to me is do not be perfect, be happy. So I am Sai Shankar. So from my personal life, I learned do not try to be too much of perfect, because too much of perfection causes envy among your peers. They may at times backstab you. So try to do some occasional mistakes so that their jealousy will come down. Try to be inwardly happy all the time. Even if you are 100% perfect, try to do occasional mistakes so that they won't be jealous, because they won't explicitly say that I am jealous of you, but the little congratulations, the best wishes they say at times one would be visible to us, but the deep-rooted envy is not visible all the times. So do occasional mistakes, stay happy forever. Over to you, Toastmasters.
The next topic, winner is always part of the answer, the loser is always part of the problem. Winner is always part of the answer, the loser is always part of the problem. Yes, Faisal.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters. Actually, I wanted to come over here and I was waiting for my topic, but so far it didn't come. Now I am scared that this might come to a close. That's why I simply took up the topic. My second visit over here, and my entry to here to this Toastmasters club is, I think, a couple of meetings ahead. Could you please tell me the topic?
Winner is always part of the answer, loser is always part of the problem.
Winner is always part of the
Answer.
and loser is always
Part of the problem.
Yeah, actually this is the basic tenet of human life. We know that the two kinds of things. One is winning in life. Winning in life actually is based on how we look at the answers, and the second part actually is losing in human life. We know that who actually loses in life is none but the one who looks at the problem. So what matters actually is looking for solutions and looking for the answers, and instead of looking at the problem. It's just like looking at, I mean, if you keep the problem close to your eyes, if you keep the eyes close to your eyes, it will become so magnified and you will be blinded outside. There will be many avenues, there will be many opportunities, there will be different kinds of ways out. So what is expected of you is to look at the answer and not to look at the problem. We all have a tendency to look at the problems, and here it's time for me to wind up. Thank you for giving me
The next topic, because they have something to say. Others, because they have to say something. Wise people speak because they have something to say. Others, because they have to say something.
It's our table topic speakers.
Yes, to Sadhana.
Good afternoon. The topic which has been given to me is wise people speak because they have something to say, and the rest
Others, they have to say something.
and others because they have to say something. I am afraid I belong to the latter because I'm still 21 and I'm not seeing much of life. So I can't say I've gained wisdom, but I can say that I've gained experience, and every person's experience is worth something in this world if it is not as great as a wise person who has experienced more in life. So even if a wise person's words carry more value and weightage, every person's words must be heard. And that is what is being done at Toastmasters, where everyone is given a chance to speak and everyone is heard. Like right now, I'm speaking in front of, say, 40 people or 50 people, and every single pair of eyes is on me except, say, one or two, one of which is inside a cell phone and the other which is looking at the timer, which is fine, I guess. So I feel even if a person who has not experienced much in life comes in front of, say, a huge crowd, everybody has to listen to him, because even a fool has something to say and everyone has something to learn from the person next to them. Thank you.
So this time I am not going to announce the topic, rather I will call the person who has already raised his hand. Yes, Uday Kumar. Yes, Uday Kumar, you are talking. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail.
Good afternoon, guests and Toastmasters. So by failing to prepare, we fail ourselves. I have experienced this in the first Toastmaster icebreaker. So we were given enough time, 1 week of time to prepare for icebreaker speech. I didn't prepare till Monday was the speech, but I didn't prepare till Saturday. I started preparing it on Sunday. I didn't give a try before my mirror. Even though I could have done better because of my preparation, I think I finished. The next second speech was CC2. I prepared well. In fact, I spoke before my colleagues. Don't know what I did. I won the best speaker award that day. It is because of the preparation. Even in my work experience, I always believe that whenever work is prepared, I don't see anything going wrong in the field. I mean, when the preparation is good, I don't see any failures. But when you lack preparation, you are bound to experience problems, and it will affect your job or whatever it is. Thank you.
So far 9 people have spoken here. The last speaker of the day would be Toastmaster Surya. Surya, you are talking. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So this takes me to an incident which happened 3 to 4 years back. It was an accident. I ran quite fast, but which was higher than the speed limit which we are supposed to ride, and I hit onto a car. But my bike was Splendor, 100cc bike, and the car was actually costing up for about more than 9 or 10 lakhs. I still got surprised. There was not even a crack in my bike with the speed that I went and hit that car. But the entire bumper, backside bumper of that car got broke. As soon as the conversation started between myself and the other person, the opponent, went, I found that this guy doesn't have license and this car is new. Okay, so I thought, okay, I started collecting the incident closely, what happened. Even though I did something wrong, I was able to understand that partially the mistake was my side and the other person was also did some kind of a mistake. Immediately he called the policeman. The conversation went like this. I started with saying that I ran the bike onto your car. His car broke down. What you would have did it if, in case if I fell down and broke my leg or my head? The police immediately started arguing with me, saying that no, you broke his car's bumper, you have to pay 11,000 or 12,000 rupees or okay. So we were standing out in the police station. The discussion went on for 2 to 3 hours. I was right from the beginning till the end. I was explaining what was happened. I was telling them clearly that this is just an accident. I did not hit that car purposefully, and finally I made it. Somehow I just got escaped from that, and they threatened me a lot of time, mentioning that I'll be putting you onto the jail, or we will take away your bike. After the case, whatever you get remaining would be the wheel, or even an indicator. You might not get it after finishing the case. So finally I won. I think I spoke little bit of truth, but I'm sorry, little bit of lie, but finally I won it somehow. Thank you.
So timer, was there any disqualification based on overshooting time?
Except last speaker, all other speakers are qualified.
I'll read out the names of the. Before that, let me ask, because since everyone is qualified with respect to time, have anyone used the word of the day? Any of the tabletop speakers? No one has used the word of the day. Okay, I'll read out the names of the qualified speakers. Please raise your hand so that the audience can note down and vote for the best speakers. Before that, has the ballot paper been circulated? Anyone not having ballot? Please raise your hand. Not having ballot. Guest Setu Raman. Toastmaster Guru. Toastmaster Jayati. Ramesh. Sadhana. Devraj. Surya. Faisal. Uday Kumar. Shai Shankar. Let me hand our podium back to the Toastmaster of the day.
Okay. So now, as we have completed voting for the best table topics master, so I request you all to vote for the best speaker. We have any disqualification?
No disqualification.
No disqualifications. So the speakers are like, first one was Dolly Hagar, and the second speaker was Lavanya Arugam, and the third speaker was Renu Narayan, and the fourth speaker was Adas Fresh.